Yes, good afternoon. Welcome everyone. Good morning, sorry. Yeah, welcome everyone. Welcome to the coach's desk. I am your OCC from CC Sports Lab. That's my channel. We're here to discuss the first match of the World Cup, right? The first match of the World Cup, which is Ecuador versus Qatar. So, sorry for being late. The preview show. The lineups are already out. We have Qatar playing a 3-4-3 system, and we have Ecuador playing a 4-4-2 system, right? So for Ecuador, we have Estrada and Ener Valencia starting up front with Ibarra, Caicedo, Mendes, and Plata playing in the midfield, right? And in the back lineup, which is a four at the back, you have Estupinan, Incapai, Torres, and Preciado. In goal, you have Galindez. So that's the Ecuadorian lineup. The Qatari lineup is Al Sheeb in goal, and the back three consists of Al Rawi, um, Kuki, and Hassan. The midfield four is Miguel, Budiaf, Atem, Ahmed, Al Aidos, Ali, Afif. So that's the front lineup. So remember to like, share, subscribe as you come in. That's the golden rule, the sanitization, as coach will put it. So can give me your views onto what you think this game will be, right? So for me, I think this game will be really um just a precursor, as the host. Big up Travis Pessoa as you're coming, right? Big up Travis. Yeah, man. As I think this game is just to see what to feel out and see what the World Cup is like. Qatar is not necessarily a powerhouse team in in football. Ecuador, as you know, is a South African team who is very good technically. So, so a few insights we can give you from the match is that Qatar and Ecuador has met three times previously, right? All matches taking place in Qatar. So that's probably key because they have been three times all the matches played in Qatar. Their head-to-head record is perfectly balanced. The one win and one draw, one win each and a draw. So that's 6 goals each. So Qatar has won one, Ecuador has won one, and they have drawn a game, scoring 6 goals. The last encounter saw Qatar win 4-3 in a friendly in October of 2018. So it is not. Yeah, boy, Travis, may I tell us to me, me there saw me I predict a 1-0 victory for Qatar. But the last game that they played together, Qatar won the game 4-3, right? Qatar won the game 4-3. So you can't really say one or the other, and they both have a victory apiece plus a drawn game. So people might be saying, "Oh, this team is going to blow away Qatar." But and the statistics and on previous occasions they have been balanced in terms of each other. This is Qatar's first ever World Cup. As you know, they didn't have to play the qualification rounds because they are the hosts. So they're the first. This is their first World Cup, and they are also the first Arab nation to host the World Cup. So what they will probably be attempting to do is to try not to be the second host nation to be knocked out of the tournament in the first round. That privilege goes to South Africa. South Africa was the first team to be knocked out of the first round as a host nation. So normally the host nation, I think this is the 22nd edition of the FIFA World Cup, and in 2022, how coincidental. But normally the host nation has gone through in all previous 20 editions, except for one. So there's a record of 20 out of 21 editions where host nation has gone through, and this is the 22nd edition, right? So in the 22nd edition, some bits about the World Cup where you know that Brazil is the team that has won the most World Cup with 5. The Italians have won it, I think, 4 times, but they are not here, so they can't add to that tally. The Germans have won it also 4 times, so that 9 plus 4 gives you 13. The French has won it 2 times, which is 15. That's what, 15. The English has won it once, that's 16. The Spanish has won it once, that's 17. Right? The Argentines have won it twice, that's 19. And the Uruguayans have won it twice, that's 21. You see me? So that's 21. So that is the 21 makeup, right? Big up Rob Smith. That's the 21 makeup, with 9 of those going to South America, with Brazil 5, Uruguay 2, and the other 2. So that's 9 going to the South Americans, and the other 12 going to the Europeans. So the Europeans are at 12 in double digits. So I think the South Americans would want to go up to double digits as well. Yeah, the last 4 opening matches of the FIFA World Cup has produced a total of 17 goals at an average of 4.25 per game, right? So this is the first time. Also, this is the first time the tournament is kicking off on a Sunday since the 1982 edition that was held in Italy, with Belgium beating the holders Argentina 1-0 in Barcelona. Sorry, it was in Spain. 1982 was Spain. Yeah, Senegal at the last FIFA World Cup are the last FIFA World Cup debutants. I think Senegal is also in this group. To win the first ever match at the tournament, beating defending champions France 1-0 in the 2002 edition. So in the 2002 edition, as they would say, just like Qatar, Senegal was debuting for the first, right? Debuted for the first time. And when they were debuted for the first time, they won the go. They won that game 1-0 over the defending champions France. So let us not be saying that things are impossible. Um, so even at this stadium that they're going to play, which is the Al Bayt Stadium, they have won all 3 of their previous games at an aggregate score of 9 goals to 0. That is the Qataris, right? So yeah, man, may I say, as I gave to you before, in terms of the in terms of the Qatari team, the Ecuadorian team now are competing in their 4th World Cup, and they have failed. They failed to reach the World Cup in 2018, and now they have reached the World Cup in 2022. So they failed in the 2018 version, and they have reached here in the 2022 version. This is their 4th World Cup, right? So they finished 4th place in the qualification round to secure their spot, edging Peru and Colombia, right? So, and they are also unbeaten in their last 7 matches, but have drawn 6 of those, including a goalless draw against Iraq. You understand? So you know they would want to start this tournament on the front foot. Yeah, man. Stefan Wright, big up on yourself, big up yourself. Travis, Rob Smith, all on there. So the match has kicked off. Can bet you guys have
Goal for Qatar ahead of Michel
hold on,
Bachar.
hold on. Yes, yes. So what they're doing now is the lineup. We're looking at the lineup. As I said to you, that Qatar is playing with a. So you have the match officials. First World Cup coming up. VAR and betting. So we are looking at the VAR. Massimiliano Irati from Italy, Paolo Valera from Italy. So you know they have Italian representative in the VAR room at the World Cup, right? Yeah, man. So it's the Qatar number 10. Ena Valencia, the skipper of Ecuador. So we have Ena Valencia, who is the captain and the nation's record goal scorer. Right? Felix Sanchez as the coach for Qatar. Gustavo Alfaro, the coach of Ecuador. Score prediction, gentlemen. Put your score prediction in the comment section. Stefan Wright, Rob Smith, give me a score prediction. Looking forward to the score prediction, guys. Moise Caicedo. Whole lot of debutants. Travis, Stefan, Rob Smith, one of there. Score prediction and I'm a boss. One run gun. Get them, daddy. We have kickoff, Ecuador. So Ecuador with the ball, a long pass in the box, early in the attack. So Ecuador on the attack. Ecuador on the defense. Qatar cuts that one out. Game has been erratic so far. Qatar, the pass. So the Qatar now playing from in their half. Passing it around at the back in their half. Attacking from the left hand side is Qatar. Playing it back to the back. Start rebuilding the attack. Qatar is looking to go down to the flanks of the Ecuadorian team. Ecuador is playing rough physically. A challenge by the Ecuadorians. Some strong challenges coming so far in the game. Yeah. So far, this has been a rough game so far. A lot of strong challenges going in. The number 23 and the number 2 for Qatar and Ecuador coming into each other. That is the Caicedo. So apparently, we'll see. This is a free kick for Ecuador. Free kick for Ecuador. Ecuador still in the box. And that's a goal. Ener Valencia, the skipper, leading goal scorer, record goal scorer Ener Valencia with that goal. It seems like the persons who are utilizing the scoreboard don't know they put 2-0. The one man you don't want to see in the box when Ecuador gets the ball, and that is Ener Valencia. So you do not want to see that guy named Ener Valencia in the box for Ecuador, for the Ecuadorians. So he has given his team, the Qatari keeper, flopping. A bicycle kick for the cross, coming in by the number 7, and Ener Valencia deftly heading home. Free header. So that's a free header. So that's goal number 36 in cap number 75 for the Ener Valencia. The record goal scorer of Ecuador. Captain, leader, legend. Travis, I bet look nice so far, my boss. So VAR is checking for a possible offside leading up to the goal. So you have to wait. Oh my word. So it seems like my stream is slow. So the goal is not given. The goal is not given. People, the goal is not given. Oh my. What a piece of controversy. What a piece of controversy. Oh, you see, this is the issue I think where they say with the situation. Apparently, Ener Valencia was um in front of the keeper. So apparently Ener Valencia was offside. Uh, yeah, life with John. What happened is that you cannot be the last, as in the keeper is technically the last man. Or the offside rule is, even if the defender is behind the keeper, it doesn't count because the keeper is the last man. So if the keeper comes out and you are above the play, meaning that you are behind the keeper. So if the keeper is in front of you, look at it like this. If the keeper is here, you cannot be here. That means you will be behind the keeper. So if you're behind the keeper, the play will say offside because the keeper is the last man in terms of the last player at the back. So whether or not the Qatari defenders were there, which a Qatari defender was behind the keeper and in front of Ener Valencia, or if Ener Valencia was in front of the keeper and behind the keeper in front of the defender. So that's why they ruled it. But I thought they were level because when I was looking at it, based on the angle that I was looking from, I thought that they were level. So Ecuador building from the back again. Now going down the right side, going down the left side of I shouldn't say. Down there left. Qatar is right. Qatar comes down there left. Ecuador is right. So the game was settled. The first 3 minutes or so of the game was a bit erratic. Ecuador and China through pass at the back. Qatar playing out from the back, playing a diagonal cross to the left of their side of the field. Ball is currently in the air with ball is with Ecuador. Ecuador is in the middle of the park. sprayed back a pass to the number 7 on the left hand side of the Ecuador, and Ecuador number 7 playing a ball inside for Ener Valencia. He's knocking it down, looking for the second runner. However, it wasn't coming. And Ecuador on show right now. A throw for the Ecuadorian team. Ecuador throwing. Yeah, number 7 for Ecuador on the ball. Ecuador playing back the ball in the middle of the park. Now Ecuador looking for a long ball into the box. So it seems like Ecuador's modus operandi is to play some long balls up top to Ener Valencia in the box. Winning back the ball in the middle of the park. Number 10 on the ball. Number 23 pass it around. Still in the middle of the park. Spraying it to their left hand side. For the number 7 who sprayed it inside. Ecuador playing on the left hand side. Ener Valencia taking on one. Winning a free kick. Winning a free kick for Ecuador. On the left hand side. What happened is Fresh got big up. Number 7 to take a free kick to. He'll be swinging the ball in from the left hand side, looking for an headed effort and goal. Good cross. Didn't beat the first man. Ecuador with the ball again in the middle of the park, spraying it over to the right hand side. Ecuador attacking the right hand side, which is the left hand side of Qatar, coming down the line. Good tackle by the Qatar defender. Yes, so Fresh God, what happened is that the offside is basically if the keeper is the last man, Travis and Fresh God. The keeper is the last man. So Valencia was ahead of the keeper. His foot was ahead of the keeper. So once you're ahead of the keeper, you cannot score because you're in an offside position. It's just all the rules is right now. I think it was it happened already in a game in the Premier League. I'm not too remembering it off the top of my mind, but that's the rule. But once you're ahead of the keeper, that is why sometimes it's good for the keeper to come. Okay, the keeper came, you are now placed in an offside position because you're behind the play and the keeper is the last man. So it's kind of how the rules are set up now. Yeah. So a corner for Ecuador. The Qatar defender doing his job by heading out the ball. So Ecuador with a goal. For those of you just coming in, Ecuador with a goal disallowed in the game so far. But they're playing very, very well. Most of the pressure. So there's no No, I'm tell you, interpreter, that is how the rule is. The keeper is the last man. Once you're right off the keeper, it's offside. It's the rule, my boss. I don't know nothing special. I just the rule. Ecuador with an erratic pass that never made it to the winner. So if you realize they're showing you the number 11. The number 11 is actually the player that was offside. Number 11 by a leg. But interpreter, they just showed it. See, they went down to the nitty gritty and showed, isolated the leg. They isolated the leg. So it's basically the defender. So it look like it seems as if I was saying the wrong thing because they never actually used the keeper that time. Yeah. So right now Ecuador playing a very physical game against Qatar so far. Qatar playing from the back again. Looking to get into the Ecuador half. Ecuador coming. Ecuador coming. A true pass for Ecuador. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. Yeah, the youth who crossed the ball was offside. So Valencia seems to not be one to be denied. Clear penalty. Clear penalty. Keeper's hand was on Valencia. No ball. He received no ball. He took all man. No ball. See me? No ball. He took all man. Yeah, man. So in Valencia has to step up for the penalty. In Valencia stepping up for the penalty. And it's a goal. 1-0 to Qatar. Sorry, not 1-0 to Qatar. 1-0 to the Ecuadorians. They will not be denied. So that's a goal to the Ecuadorians, a penalty going to the Ecuadorians after the keeper took down Ener Valencia in the box. Ener Valencia scoring. He scored 2 goals. One was taken as an offside. One is a penalty. That cannot be taken back. So it's 1-0. So for those of you who say where you can watch the match live, Alfredo Cook, I'm not sure which country you're in. It depends on the country that you're in. If you're in Jamaica, you can watch it on CVM TV. Nice, cool penalty. Cool penalty in the far left hand corner. Right there in the far left hand corner. Keeper going to his right and the striker putting it to his left. 1-0 Ecuador. Ecuador, Qatar. Oh my. Qatar almost founded one back. Qatar in the box. Goalkeeper receiving a yellow card. Yeah, man, you can watch it on CVM or you can watch it on the C Sports app. C Sports app or the CVM. But you say them take them ball of them for 6 months to train. Remember, say for them league, brother, they can do anything they want. But it doesn't seem like it is showing because so far Ecuador look like the far better team. The Ecuadorians are looking like the better team. So Ener Valencia is 4 goals in 4 matches. Oh my! It seems like this player is a defender. The Ecuadorians. What a chance by Ecuador and they to make it 2-0. And they took it off the line. The Qatar goalkeeper stretching as if something is wrong with him. But it is the Ecuadorians who seems to have almost doubled their tally. In an empty goal, he has put it over the bar. He has put it over the bar, damaging the keeper in the process. Ecuador is playing some brilliant football. The number 11 for Ecuador should have scored that. That was a free header. Free header. So the leading goal scorer for Ecuador in the World Cups, which is Anne Valencia, has 4. Ecuador in the box again. Qatar seems to be struggling to clear their lines. The Ecuadorians are all over them. Acrobatic. That was an acrobatic attempt from the Ecuadorians to get the ball up the pitch. But it was gone for a throw-in. Yeah, man, Qatar nervous, man. It's been all Ecuador so far. And Valencia has been thick on the Qatar side. So the Qatari defender step in and the referee giving a yellow card. So that's 2 yellow cards for Qatar so far. One going to the keeper, one going to the number 19, Ali. Which Ali is supposed to be a striker. So I'm not even sure why he's around there getting a card. But Ecuador is playing with like 10 men behind the ball. Qatar, that is. Qatar again trying to clear their lines. The Ecuadorians are all over them. Ecuador are attacking from the right. A square coming in. Good square, good cross. Not back in. Qatar is trying to clear their lines. But there's no one up top for Qatar. No one to pressure the Ecuadorian keeper. So Ecuador is right now all over them. Ecuador playing from the back. Tries to rebuild the attack again. Goes over to the left, which is their right. Ecuador attacking from the right hand side. Playing the ball. They're still in their half. Qatar winning the ball, but every time they win the ball, they loses it. Ecuador again, coming. Playing the ball across. Going back over to the left. Number 7. Number 11. Oh, this time dribble. It's a Qatar throw. Qatar now. Trying to play out of the back. The Ecuadorians are all over them. Pressing. So it seems like the Ecuadorians are winning every second ball. And Qatar has to be struggling for. So the Qataris are losing the ball and the Ecuadorians are winning every second ball. Qatar with a throw in now. And a foul to Qatar. Out is a semi that tell once Qatar cannot make it out the group. Yeah. Out is you don't know ships, man. Mm-hmm. Look like they don't make it out of the group at all, bro. So far, guys, the recap the game is one goal to Inner Valencia, 0 to Qatar. So Qatar has reverted to a 5 at the back, 3 in midfield and 2 up at the front. Whereas Ecuador is playing 4-4-2. Ecuador is playing 4-4-2. Ecuador coming down the right hand side of Qatar. Qatar is attacking. On their left, Ecuador is right. The Qataris are frustrated. Coming again. The left back is with the ball, the number 7. Spraying a pass up for the number 11. Ecuador using the full length and width of the Ecuador using the full length and width of their pitch. The Ecuadorians playing out front back again. Playing to the number 23. Coming again. Spraying the ball back to their right. Looking and probing, trying to get a play. Wicked man, Chris. Up top, Chris. Yeah, so the Ecuadorians are currently trying to play the ball from out of the back. Number 7. Going. They're trying to draw in the Qataris to come out and attack them so they can counter press and go forward. The Qataris are just standing there. They're not being suckered into. They're not being suckered into be drawn. They're not being suckered in. Ecuador are still with the ball at the back, trying to progress the ball. A long ball up the top for the strikers. Ecuador winning the ball again. And a shot for the number 10, but it was way wide. It was way wide. Qatar is trying to get out. Ecuador with a yellow card. Qatar, Caicedo with a yellow card for a dangerous tackle on the Qatar player. So far in the balance of play, Qatar we can see is playing a low block, and Ecuador is playing a pressing game. However, the Ecuadorians' quality, you can see that the Ecuadorians' quality is far superior to that of the Qataris. What the Qataris is trying to do is soak up pressure and see if they can try to get Ecuador on the counter. But when they get the ball, when the Qataris get the ball, they have been losing it frequently. Whilst the Ecuadorians have not necessarily kept the ball as frequent as possible and completed as much passes, they seem to be progressing it better than the Qataris. Ecuador, Jano, on the street, yeah, stream faster than amateur. Ecuador coming playing from the back again from the left. So number 23 dribbling down again. Tried a pass, misplaced, going out to the right, taking it back across from the right, coming up. What a goal by Ener Valencia. What a goal. What a absolute stunner of a goal by Ener Valencia. A striker's goal. A striker's goal. That was a striker's goal. Right. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Ener Valencia with a striker's goal. Peach of a goal. Peach of a goal. Heading it down hard and wide in the right hand corner. The South Americans are bouncing. The Qataris, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good, Qatar. Seems like Valencia comes to take over this World Cup so far. Valencia leading the goal scoring chart with 2 goals. If Jamaica beat team Qatar for 70 plus minutes, them really think them did gonna get beat Ecuador. Then that may I say, I think a lot of person will say if Jamaica plays Qatar that well, open hurt, them things say yo Qatar that gonna beat this brother, this team. The youth named Ener Valencia is a deadly striker. Don't run for them. Yeah man, the man gone to a goal already. Team. A free kick to Ecuador in the middle of the park. Foul on the Ecuadorian player, number 11. So there's a free kick now. There's a free kick to the Ecuadorians. They never that go beat them man. Ecuador on the right hand side again. Spraying a diagonal, a square. Ecuador pressing. But Ener Valencia is on a trick. Qatar seems bamboozled so far. Yeah. Ecuador playing from the back. Foul in the middle of the park again. A card on the Qatar player named Karim. Dangerous tackle on Ener Valencia. Coming in from behind. Coming in from behind tackling Ener Valencia. Dangerous tackle. But Ener Valencia is Ecuador's star man, the one who will get them the goals. So you would not want to see them go down. Him going down. You see, my Kareem's job was to just take out the star man. The Qatari fans don't seem happy at all. Will Qatar become the second team to drop out of the World Cup as a host nation? Will Qatar be the second team to drop out of the World Cup as a host nation? Well, Travis, I said that will never happen. Qatar with a free kick in the box again. Keeper collects. Oh, Qatar, Ecuador, sorry, keeper collects. Keeper collected that one. Qatar playing out from the back again. The Qatari hasn't had a shot on target, much less a opportunity in the box. Yeah, Travis, them no good, but they have not had a shot on target. They have not necessarily threatened the Ecuadorian team. Yeah, the Ecuadorian team. They haven't troubled the Ecuadorian team at all. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at man, Chris. Rubbish is putting it nice. Rubbish is putting it nice. Yeah. I don't know what the Qatar is expected out of this game, but they have not had a shot on target. They have not necessarily been playing that very well in the game. Uh, every time, every time Ecuador goes up, they seem like they're going to score. So it's very difficult to say like what Qatar will get out of this game. Because every time Ecuador goes up, they seems like they're going to score. One brilliant header. A brilliant header from the Ecuadorian and a penalty, sending the Ecuadorian team so far through. Oh my, the Enner Valencia has gone down. Oh, that was. Oh, Valencia made a tackle, but it seems like he twisted his knee. So he's down in pain. His knee seemed to be twisted. The Ecuadorian coach looks as if he's a bit worried. His star man is down. His captain, his leader, his legend. Let us see if he's okay. My phone did. So there's a slight break in the play, guys, because the Ecuadorian player Ener Valencia seems to be injured. So I'm not sure if Ecuador is subbing him off, or they're going to just play with 10 men for the remainder of the half and see if they can bring him on in the second half. But he's currently up in to the sideline. But I'm not seeing it where there is any. I'm not seeing where there is any substitution being made at this current point in time. If you guys have seen a substitution based on your streaming, you can let me know if it is faster than mine. But I'm yet to see a substitution. So at this present point in time, Ecuador is currently playing with 10 men. Qatar is now down in the Ecuador as half, but Ecuador has the ball, winning a throw-in. So Valencia is back on the field, guys. Valencia is back on the field. Ecuador doesn't seem like they want to substitute him. He's trying to walk off the injury. The Ecuadorian left back plays a throw-in, collects back the ball, plays it back to the back. Ecuador is spraying it to the right now. The long ball to the strikers up front. Ecuador, Qatar with the ball. Qatar trying to build something, but they run into traffic. Wins a free kick. They wins a free kick on the right hand side, on their left hand side. Takes the free kick fast. Plays it back. Still on the left of the ball. I'm not really seeing any terms of pattern of play from Qatar in terms of if like they're setting any triangles and stuff where they can pin the ball in and around the Ecuadorian players. They seem to be lost a bit. There's 5 minute injury time added on to be played because we are in the 45th minute. So far we're in the 45th minute. The Qatar is trying to get out of the box, get out of their own half. There has not been any shots on target from Qatar. There have been 3 shots from the Ecuadorian team, 2 on target, which is the 2 goals. 1 shot from Qatar, which I don't see in this game, but it's not on target. The possession, as I said before, is pretty much like 57-43. However, it's not like the Ecuadorian team is necessarily a possession-based team. Because if you notice, the Ecuadorian team likes to get the ball quick out of their feet, string a 1 and 2 pass together, then plays a long ball and get the ball up in progression. Not necessarily a team that is going to have 300, 400 passes. They might finish the game with probably 350 pass, but they're not necessarily the team that will pass you today. Both of these teams are not particularly passing the ball. They're passing the ball at an average level in terms of in the 70s, 70 percentage, but they're not necessarily position based team. So that's why I said to people all the time, like position based team don't necessarily mean facilitate winning. It's the progression of the ball. So what Ecuador is trying to do is make a lot of forward progression when they win the ball. The Qatari coach seeing to run back. Left back with the ball again. Raising at the back, trying to draw in the Qataris. We're trying to draw in the Qataris. We are at the 3rd minute of the extra minutes added done. Ecuador with the ball in their half. Putting together a few passes. Trying to draw in the Qataris, then plays a long ball. plays a long ball, lose the ball. The Qatar just headed the ball right back to the Ecuadorians. Ecuadorians at the ball at the back again, pushing it forward, progressing. The left back seems to be touching the ball a lot. Ecuador playing the ball at the back. The Qataris are not pressing at all. They're not really pressing. So Ecuador has time on the ball. And as such, the Ecuadorians have played a long ball up for the winger again. A throw into Qatar. Qatar just laying their elbow on the Ecuadorian player. Qatar playing the ball back to their left hand side. To the yeah. Trying to progress the ball, trying to dribble. The Qatar defender trying to dribble is found himself in trouble. He rolled a few times. The number 3. Qatar attacking down the right hand side now. Number 10 with the ball. What a square! That should have been a goal. That should have been a goal by Qatar. By the number 19. That should have been a goal. They will not be getting a lot of chances like that again. That should have been a goal. That was a clear opportunity. Free header. Free header. They just lack the quality. That should have been directed on towards the goal. Number 19, Ali, doing rubbish with their opportunity. That could have been 2-1 to Qatar going into the half time. The half finishes with Qatar getting an opportunity to go 2-1. So tell me what are your opinions, guys. The Ecuadorians have finished the half 2 goals to the good. But the Qatari finished strong in terms of they countered Ecuador and got an opportunity where the number 10 crossed the ball from the right hand side into the box for the number 19 to head free on goal. And he made a mess of it. He absolutely made a mess of it. So, as you can know, 2 brilliant goals. One was a free kick and one was a brilliant header. But the Qatar doesn't even look like a team more than beat the Reggae Boys. Gregory Reed, yeah, that's a good question. However, sorry, if we put into perspective, the Ecuadorians right now deservedly are 2 goals ahead. However, the Qataris had the opportunity to get a goal back, right? To get a goal back. They fluffed their lines. So right now, as it stands, it's 2 goals to the good for Ecuador, 0 for Qatar. I can give you some statistics. So the statistics so far in the game is 46 possession for the Qataris, 199 passes for Qatar, 229 passes for Ecuador. So as I said before in the game, like Qatar and Ecuador in terms of passing the football, possessing the football is not necessarily far from each other. Ecuador is not necessarily a position-based team, right? So you're not going to see them possess the football like, as I said before, a 400 pass by halftime. You're not going to see that. What you're going to see is a lot of quick transitions into the forward lines to try and create opportunities to score. So that's the Ecuadorians. 3 shots on target, 2 of which is a goal, which was on target. 54% possession, 229 passes, 80% pass accuracy. So they have committed 7 fouls with a yellow card, no red cards, caught offside 3 times, and 1 corner. The the Qataris have 2 shots, none on target. The 46% possession, 199 passes, 76% pass accuracy, 9 fouls, three yellow cards, no red cards, one offside, zero corners, right? So that's been their general play. So if you look at it in the general play, one big chance um fell to one big chance. So accurate passes have been 153 for Qatar, 184 for Ecuador. Both teams have one big chances, right? Qatar is the only team with the big chance missed. So Ecuador took their big chance, which was the headed goal by Ena Valencia. Qatar got a headed goal chance as well, but they didn't take it. So that's the one big chance that they created. Um, Ecuador had one big chance. So what Ecuador have is one penalty and one big chance. So as I had said before, two shots on target, two shots off target, which is the Qatar. Them take two shots, and then you have one shot off target. In defense, it's two tackles won by the Qataris, three tackles won by the Ecuadorians. So the Qataris have made Team Prowler the one two tackles and the Ecuadorians has won three tackles. Clear penalty, sorry. 10 clearances by the Qataris, three clearances by the Ecuadorians. Interception by Qatar, four interceptions by Ecuador. So I think in the discipline side now you have three yellow cards for Qatar, one yellow card for Ecuador, seven fouls by Ecuador, nine fouls by Qatar. So all in all, I want to say on the balance of play, I think that Ecuador deserves to be two goals ahead. However, actually, hold up. However, I think Qatar deserved the goal in terms of the last opportunity that they created. Right, that last opportunity coming down the right hand side when the number 12 passed the ball to the number 10 and then squared the ball in for Ali. Ali peeled off his defender, his marker, and ended up in space. But then when he was in space, he did nothing. So it never looked like he was going to score goals. I mean, but it's just all the stats are being read. Sorry. So can tell me guys in the comment section what are your thoughts? Because my thought is that what Ecuador can try to do is try to hold the ball a little bit more, right? Try to draw in the Qataris because the Qataris have to come and play now. So what the Ecuadorians can try to do is try to hold the ball a little bit more, try to draw in the Qatari players, and in doing so, um, they can counter that and go and get another goal. But don't necessarily go and rush the game because on the other end of this on the other side is that the Qataris, for me, what the Qataris have to try and do is try to see if they can string a few passes together, get the ball in the wide areas, get the ball out to the right or to the left, and get some crosses in. The issue is that the striker that they're having right now, I'm not sure if he didn't realize that the ball was coming to him because he made a good movement. His movement was good in terms of peeling off of the defender. However, his effort on target wasn't necessarily particularly good. But I think Qatar can enjoy some joy or excitement down the flank areas of the Ecuadorians, particularly down the right hand channel, the left hand channel where there's the left back, where that's the right hand channel of Qatar. so they can experience. That's where they created their opportunity. So I think that's where they can experience a little bit of joy. They can't necessarily try to go through the middle because I think Ecuador is right now kicking them out of the middle. So Ecuadorian is roughing them up, and that's where I think they can get a little bit more technical or a little bit more really. They can get a little bit more technical. But the Ecuadorians right now, what I think the Ecuadorians, as I said, the Ecuadorians have to do work on is possessing the ball, as in trying to keep the ball a bit in terms of trying to draw out the Qataris and then make a quick progression. So try to draw the Qataris out a little bit more and see if they can get another goal. Even though so far right now they look like 2 goals to the good. But the Qataris for me look like they can score back. The Qataris for me look like they can score back a goal. And if they score a goal, then you know that we can have a game on, and that's a pressure situation. You understand? And you don't want to be rushing the game from there. So once you have your foot on the throttle, I think your foot on the throttle. It's best to press down on it. Yeah, man, it's best to press down on it. So right now we are almost ready to get back to the game, but as they said, they played probably 50 minutes. So in the next 2 to 3 minutes, the game should come back. All right, my guys. In the next 2 to 3 minutes, the game should come back. I know this is not the game that everyone wants to see, so I know that a lot of persons now are not up and out for this game because it's not necessarily the game that everybody wants to see. So far, for a opening World Cup fixture, it hasn't been bad because it has produced 2 goals. Uh, it's just that the host nation hasn't really given us anything to be excited about as yet. Although that moment in the on the cusp of the half, I thought they would have scored a goal and give us something right there. That would have made it 2-1, so we can get a little bit more excitement. But looking forward to the second half to see if we can get a little bit more excitement from the Qataris to see if we can, you know, proper first World Cup game. Qatar to get back a goal and come back into the game and let us see how the Ecuadorians respond. After that, so let's see. Travis, at the about same way. I look like you're gonna sip some tea in my boss. Rice and peas, the pot I go and bubble. Actually, what go on? Yeah, man. Nah, say wicked man, Chris. One of the what go on? Let me know, guys. I want to stay for the World Cup because we know tomorrow a lot of one are roll out, when the Messiah touch the pitch. So currently, this is just the appetizer. This is just the appetizer right now. So the poll is currently going. So once you come in, oh, you know, cook to them, boss. Yeah, once you come in, you can just click on the poll. So far, we have what 75% of you guys saying that Ecuador will win. We have 7% saying that there's a draw, and we have 18% saying that Qatar will win. Oh, so where's the 18% of the people? Then? May I say 18% of people there, So show me the 18% who think Qatar will win. Isn't me? Like we have so much people there say Qatar will win. Show me the 18%. Actually, what you say? Qatar forget back one. Travis, what you say? Come on, you're betting on Travis. What you say? You have Qatar scoring. I have Qatar scoring, in the next half, probably the first 5 minutes. If they're not scoring in the first 5 minutes, I think they might get back a goal. One. I have Qatar scoring in the first 5 minutes. So tell me what you say. Half time, the teams are in the tunnel, preparing to come out in the second half. The captain giving a team talk. Shavan Pierre, the man say, yo, big of myself, Shavan. The man say Qatar scoring for the whole tournament. Jaja, that rough man. You will think Qatar now score my boss? Mm-mm. That rough. Coach has come back out already. Players are coming back out. The man Qatar come back out. They must score at home. That would be a national disgrace. Man said the one them look disorganized. Imagine in the case of Dutch and the Senegal. Yeah, man, they look disorganized a bit, man. I know so players are coming back out for the second half. Hopefully them look different. I don't know why them look so. They were disorganized. I tell you. They say Ecuador look really motivated. So I can see them scoring one or two more. Yeah, Ecuador playing out from the back right now. Yes, sorry about that, gentle people. Yeah, Qatar playing out from the back right now. Qatar playing out from the back right now. Passing the ball. Let's see if they can make an attempt. Going back into the midfield, central midfield. Central defender playing it back to the right back. Right back playing it back up. They're trying to get it out. They're trying to string together a few passes going to the left. A diagonal ball straight across the field. However, not incomplete pass. It's an incomplete pass, and Ecuador will go out. Ecuador will get a goal kick. The Ecuadorian keeper taking his time to position the ball, with it beating off some minutes of the clock. Playing out the ball again. The Ecuadorians, the ball in the air from the Qatari defender heading the ball back to the keeper. Keeper attempting to throw the ball and stop, rolling the ball back to the central defender. They're playing out from the back again. Ecuador pressing. Qatari on the right side. Qatari defender playing it into the midfield, losing the ball again to the Ecuadorian. The Ecuadorian playing to their central defenders. Central defenders playing it up and playing back to the central defender with the ball again. The left back playing a long ball up. However, it's gone out to a Qatar throw. Trying to reach Inner Valencia with the ball. The captain. Qatar with an offensive throw. A defensive throw, sorry. In their half. Ecuador cutting off the channels for the throwing pass. Qatar with a hopeful ball in the air. Ecuador is not allowing it to be dropped. Heading the ball. The ball is come right now in the air. In the air. Ball on the ground now. Ecuador with the ball. Beats one. Ecuador in a Valencia coming down the right hand flank. Bad pass. Qatar playing it back from outside. Winning a defensive throw again. Looking to throw the ball quickly. Qatar player playing it back to his defender. But they are kind of disorganized and all over the place. The Qataris are on the right hand side trying to create something. They're holding up their head. They're going to go for a diagonal. Oh no, they opted for a short pass. Playing it back to the right hand side. Trying to play to get some pattern of play together. Back into their half. Back to their central defender. The central defenders are now on the line up on the halfway line. As Ecuador seems like they're trying to soak the pressure in and play on the counter. Eno Valencia calling from the cross. The cross never reached him. Qatar defender cuts it out. They giving back the ball to Ecuador again in the middle of the park. Ecuador with a wild shot that never came off good. That's Ricardo. Ricardo with a shot that never came off. So far we can see that the second half is in Qatar trying to play out and Ecuador basically soaking in the pressure as they are already 2-0 up. But Qatar has yet to be create anything. Ecuador look threatening, but the final ball is not coming through. Qatar playing from the back again. Going to the right back. Going to the right. Qatar not pressing. Referee calling an offside on the Qatari player. So a free kick to Ecuador. The Qatari, I'm not even sure understanding the Qatarian player seems to be unaware that he was behind everybody on the in the Ecuador's half, because if you want to not be offside, stay on your offline or play off your marker. Ecuador with the ball, dribble, pass one, pass two, makes a square in, a good square, but it was behind both Ecuadorian players. It was behind Ricardo and it was behind Ener Valencia. None of whom could get the ball, but it was a good diagonal into the middle of the park, going back onto the left hand side and squaring it back to the right hand side. The number 19 skipping three challenges, um, and almost loses balance, but maintaining his balance. That's Playa. Playa is the one playing in number 19. The Qatar medics are running onto the pitch. The Qatari coach doesn't seem to be happy right now. Qatar playing from the back again. Qatar trying to evade the pressure at the back. Ecuador pressuring them. They have not so far evaded the pressure. They battle the keeper. The keeper plays a long ball into the middle. And that seems to be an handball in the middle of the park from the Ecuadorian player. Qatar with the ball. Qatar in the middle of the park with the ball. Central midfielder looking for an outlet. The right back has given one. Passing it back to the central midfield player who's under pressure. The right back gets back the ball. Sprays a diagonal back onto the left hand side. The Ecuadorians are coming again. Good ball right there. A shot. A save by the Qatar keeper. Good save by the Qatar keeper. That was an opportunity for Ecuador to go 3-0 up. Still an opportunity might loom with Ener Valencia with the ball. Qatar defender pressuring. It's a throw in. Good defending by the Qatari defense. But I'm not sure how the Qatar is allowed for the number 10 to get the ball collected and beat the Qatari defender and try to beat the keeper to his left hand side. He tried to place it in the left hand corner. Ricardo with a throw in into the box. Qatar defender was the header. First time header. Qatar trying to win back the ball in their box. Going ahead. Oh, I'm muted. Sorry. In contest. Sorry. The possession right now is 44% Ecuador, 42% Qatar, with the in contest being 14%. 14% in contest means that the ball is neither Qatar or Ecuador's ball. They're basically fighting for that ball. So right now, Qatar doesn't look like they're scoring because they haven't necessarily created an opportunity into the second half. Ecuador has the ball in their half, but is currently trying to play it from out of the back. But there's no Qatari pressure on the defense right now. So the Ecuadorians have all the ball around at the back to play with. So the Qataris are not pressuring. Qatari make a tackles and fouls the Ecuadorian player. Ecuador with a free kick. Ecuador playing from out at the back again. They're in the middle of the park. Ecuador with the ball. Going back to their defense. Playing it back on the right hand side. Ecuador with the ball on their right hand side. Playing back to their left hand side. The left central defensive. The left central defender. Going back to the left back. Into the left mid. Cutting inside. Going out back. Ecuador playing 1-2 passes. Coming back onto the right hand side. Long diagonal onto the left hand side for the runner, but that's straight to the keeper. That's straight to the keeper. So Qatar with the ball in their half now. 59 minutes on the clock. Qatar trying to get the ball from outside of the box. Ball still with the central defender. Playing it up into midfield. Playing it on the flank. Interception by Ecuador. Qatar is with a throw in. The Ecuadorian player has gone down. Seems like when he slid, the number 17 for Ecuador has gone down. Seems like when he slid in for the interception, he tore something. So they're calling for the medics from the Ecuadorian bench. So the game right now is in a state of pause because Ecuador is warming up a player because that player seems to have suffered some form of cramps when he slid in for the interception to win the interception and send the ball for a throw in. Qatar with the ball in their defense right now. Trying to play out from the back. Central defender with the ball. Playing it over. Not seeing where the Qatar defense, the Qataris are making any progression. Two of them going on for the ball. Foul on the Ecuadorian player. Free kick for Ecuador. Offside. Offside call on the Qatari player. 63 minutes into the game. Qatar defender did back to their keeper. Keeper throwing it out to the defender. Defender passing it. Trying to pass it out of trouble, get into trouble. Ecuador with the ball. Looking for options. Turns and pass it back to their defense, which is at the halfway line. Passing it back into the back line, try to draw in Qatar. Then looking for that diagonal ball. Ecuador has made 4 attempts on goal at goal, 3 on target. Qatar has made 3 attempts at goal, none on target so far. Qatar fans are still bouncing in the stadium. Eagle Republic's a special shout out to Tapa and his parochialism. Thanks for nothing, Bridget. We are talking about Eagle Republic. What go on? Talk to me, man. What go on? Tell me what go on now. I don't understand. Qatar with a throw in right now. Qatar with a throw in on the right hand side. Their field playing it back to the keeper, the Qatar keeper. Splays it back to the defender. Who plays it out to the left hand side of the field. Qatar turn back to the defender again. Turn back the ball to the defender. Playing it up into the midfield. Trying to do something. Coming down the right hand side. This seems to be a good pattern of play. Can they make something out of it? In the midfield again. Passing it around. Dribbling into the midfield. Passing it. Number 3 with the ball. A good cross, but they headed out by the Ecuadorian defense. The Qatar trying to go across the Ecuadorian defense, but didn't get anything. A throw to Qatar. Offensive throw to Qatar. So there's a substitution right now. The number 16, Sarmiento for Ecuador, seems to want to come on. The coach wants to put him on. I think he will probably come on for Kaido. But let's look at it first. The Qatar with the ball again on the right hand side. Ecuadorian dribbling into trouble. Wins the free kick into a crowd. Trying to take a quick free kick, but the referee calls it back. Ecuadorian defenders with the ball at the back, playing the ball from the back. And the ball in the middle of the park again, playing it out to the left. Ball gone. No foul called. The Qatar player winning the ball. Every time Qatar wins the ball, they give it back to Ecuador. Ecuador trying to settle down the ball game now, trying to create an opportunity, get something out of the game. Number 19, playing it into Inner Valencia flicking it on. Nothing comes of it. Qatar is winning the ball in their coming down again. See if they can do something from this on the left hand side. Back into the middle. Passing it to the right hand side. Ecuador win backs the ball. Goes they are running after the races. Ecuador with the ball on the right and on the left hand side. Winning a free kick on the left middle of the Qataris. Qatar looking to make two substitutions, the number 9 and number 4. Looking to put on the number 9 and number 4. Ecuador with a free kick roughly 35 yards out from the goal. Left on the left of the goal. In swinging diagonal ball to the right. The Qatar is defending it and it's gone for a throw-in. Offensive throw-in for the Ecuadorian team. So substitution for Qatar is the captain, which is the number 10. So he gives the captain armband to the keeper. The number 19 has come off, and a guy called Muntari. I wonder if he's related to the Muntaris of the Africans. Comes on the striker Muntari comes on for Ali, and the number 10 comes off as well for the number 4. So the number 10, the Qatari skipper, comes off, and the keeper is now the captain. The Ecuadorian player has come on, seems to have some tricky skills to him. Wins a free kick on the box as the number 16 of the Ecuador. Come through the Aspire Academy and have been together since their kids. Is this considered failure? Well, Eagle Republic, it depends on who has been coaching them. Because that's why I tell you all the while, you have to have talent, bro. It's not just about being together for 40 years. You know me? You have to have talent as well. Claude Murphy saying this is the most boring opening game. Man, I'm here boring, Claude. Man, the commentary is not necessarily on the more excited side. But the game, there's not much to be excited about. There's not necessarily a lot going on into the game. The Ecuadorians right now have won a throw-in again. But the game has pretty much petered out. Because unless Qatar creates an opportunity, Ecuador is just turning screws. So Ecuador right now are just turning screws. Ecuador playing it on to their right. At the back same way. Playing to the keeper, giving the keeper a touch of the ball. Keeper making a long pass out to the left. The Qatari winning the ball seems to think he has eyes in the back of his head, back heel in the ball. The coach seems to be frustrated. He knows that nothing is going right for him right now. Doesn't know what to say or do. Qatar is at the ball at the back, trying to play from out of the back. Number 14 with the ball, trying to dribble. Dribble past one. He has evaded his markers. Qatar in the middle of the park, trying to go down to their right. Let's see if something can come of this. Qatar with the ball, square in, but the square is way wide. The number 14 collects it. Qatar at the edge of the box again. Number 14 back with the ball again. They're on the left hand side. A shot by the number 11, Afif, but that shot was off target. Seems to be a corner. Even though the shot was always rising. So it's a goal kick for Qatar. For Ecuador, sorry. For the 75th minute. 15 minutes left into the game. Ener Valencia feeling a cramp. Seems like he's going to be taken off of the field. The number 5 is being warmed up and being given his instructions by the coach. The captain will be coming off. He doesn't seem like he can play anymore. The 75-minute captain seems as if he has coming off because he has done his job, taking off his captain armband. So he's being substituted. Man with the first 2 goals at the Qatar 2022 World Cup, none other than Ener Valencia. Qatar, ball in the air. Ecuador wins the ball in the middle of the park. Ecuador wins the ball in the middle of the park. Qatar wins what the ball. Trying, turning, twisting. But I could certainly say VR would give. What you mean, Claude Murphy? I don't understand. Tell me what you mean. Tell me what you mean in terms of what some country could give. VR could give some country this World Cup. That is definitely a yellow card. That should have probably been a red card by the player named Afif. He stepped on the Ecuadorian player's foot. He plays for Fenerbahce, Tunisia. He plays for Fenerbahce. That's Fenerbahce in the Turkish league. Fenerbahce. Bahce. Yeah. That's where he plays. It's football. Fenerbahce. But he has come to this World Cup in rich form, rich vein of form because he currently sits with 13 goals in 12 games for Fenerbahce this season. So he has come to the World Cup in rich goal scoring form. Oh yeah, Claude. That might number 16 with an opportunity over. It seems as if it was called as offside. Yeah, he basically he has 12, 13 goals in 12 games, Tunisia. So that's a pretty decent return. So it seems like to me, Ener Valencia has come into this World Cup um, mid-season in pretty tip-top shape. Understood, Claude. I understand that. Ecuador with the ball at the back again, trying to play out from the back. Ecuador with an opportunity there on the edge of the box. Number 7 was tentatively didn't want to touch the ball as if he was in offside. Let's see if Ecuador can get a third goal here. Wow, but clean through on goal, but the keeper comes out and wins the challenge. It was a clean through pass on goal. No, he used to play for West Ham United, Tunisia. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Is it Tunisia or yeah? Is it Tunisia? You can say yes if I'm pronouncing it correctly. So he used to play for West Ham United and he also played for Everton on loan. But he has since left England. I think since 2020 he's playing in Fenerbahce. Plays for Fenerbahce in the Turkish Super League. He's not normally um, one who scores a lot of goals. However, he is currently in goal scoring form. So it's 81 minutes. The Qatar coach is arguing and cussing. But I mean, he probably loses job after this World Cup. 9 minutes into the game, he's frustrated. Qatar, Ecuador with a ball on the edge of the Qatar box. Inside the box now, dribbling back outside. Number 20 with the ball. Try to create an opportunity for Ecuador. Back seal it. Wins a free kick. Wins a free kick on the right hand side of on the right hand side of on the right. Qatarian player with his hand in the Ecuadorian player's face, holding him back. He cannot do that. Then Claude, Jamaica have to earn a boss, have to host one World Cup. You see me? Our play and qualify for one. 8 minutes left into the game, people. Ecuador with a free kick. Let's see if they can do anything for this. Ball swings in, and it's a waste. Wasted free kick, wasted opportunity. But Ecuador has 2 goals to the good. So they are okay so far after the races. Ener Valencia sitting on the bench smiling. Ice in there. His knees been in the ice pack. Qatar trying to get something out of the game, even a consolation prize. But they have not been pressing from all games, so Ecuador with an opportunity. Qatar right back. Foul on Qatar. Sorry, the Qatar left back. Foul on Qatar. Bring it back to the centre back. Bring it across. In their back line as well. Qatar is in the backyard. Trying to play out from the back. Loses the ball in midfield. The Ecuadorians shielding out the ball for a throw in. Qatar is winning that throw in. Trying to progress the ball forward. Trying to get a consolation goal out of this. Eagle Republic, over 95% of these Qatar players have played with each other in the under 20 or under 23. They're trying to say that whatever they're doing is failing because they're not playing so well. But remember that they won the Asian Cup, you know. I remember that Ecuador is a South American team. So it's not very easy to play a South American team. Ecuador plays in one of the hardest. Ecuador on the break. Ecuador with a through pass to the pass is too much further in front of the forward. And it has gone for a goal kick. There was too much on that play just a while ago. The number 11 is currently the substitute skipper. Qatar trying to get the ball out from the back. 5 minutes, 85 minutes gone into the game. Eagle Republic, you're saying that is a failure, but at the end of the day, you have to understand that the South Americans are also a very highly competitive team. Qatar with an opportunity. Go! Oh, what a strike! What a strike by the Qatari number 9 that came on. He should have been started. This player should have started. This player should have been the one started for Qatar. Qatar with a kick pass. One long diagonal ball up into the game. One bounce. And the number 9 was onto it. One long ball from out of the back. One bounce. The number 9. What a strike. What a strike. Catching the keeper off his line. However, the ball never dipped enough in time to be scored. The number 9. A very good strike by the number 9. You have earned your start in the game because you should have been started. That shot that you just took. Brilliant shot. The central defender with that one long ball outside. Let's see if Qatar can find number 9 again. Number 40 with the ball at his feet. Squaring into the box. Good square. Rising header. No one to catch it. Onto the right. Keeper. The Ecuadorian keeper lying down on the ball. Ecuador with a throw in. Ecuador with a corner. 87 minutes gone into the game. Eagle Republic easy stuff. Eagle Republic don't bring Jamaica in this, my boss. Jamaica that ain't hard. Make that a yard, me G. Ecuador Takana. Kana not missing the first man. Can't change pick again. Match is almost done now. 89 minutes. I never get on Ecuador for winning the game, man. Easy game, man. Ecuador the ball in the back and the in there something there. 5 minutes into the regulation time. We're 5 minutes into regulation time. 5 minutes into regulation time. Why Ecuador with the ball in their half. As you know that butterflies are in in their thing the system. 5 minutes left into the game. Ecuador with the ball. This is 2-0, guys. 2-0. It's not going any further. Big up Outer East. This is not going any further. Game board for true, but like man, like Ecuador right now is just passing the ball around at the back, not even looking to progress and go forward. As the game dead. 3 minutes into it, 2 minutes left in the game. The Qataris faces are look glum. The Qatar the look on the Qataris faces are doom and gloom. Qatar with position the ball. See if they can get a consolation. Ecuador back with the ball again. Ecuador in their back line, just trying to Ecuador in their back line. Ecuador with a corner, last stitch challenge to see if they can go 3-0. Let's see if Ecuador can go 3-0. Last stitch challenge. This is the last kick out of the game. I think everyone your stream probably have ended, but it's a last stitch challenge. Ball headed down. Qatar with the ball playing out from the back. Last stitch challenge. Going out. Ball has gone out of play. Qatar with a corner. This is the last kick of the game. Are the ref going to allow them to take this corner? Seems like the ref is going to allow them to take this corner. So this is the last kick of the game. And that's it, guys. 2-0 to Ecuador. 2-0 to Ecuador. The match has finished, guys. 2-0 to Ecuador. Let's give you some stats before we go. Key stats, both team finish on 47% for Qatar possession, 53% for Ecuador, 434 pass for Qatar, 486 for Ecuador, 80% pass accuracy for Qatar, 84% for Ecuador. And to tell you that shots off target 5 for Qatar, 3 off target for Ecuador. Ecuador have 3 shots on target, and of that 3 shot they got the goal. One big chance. Both of them created a big chance. One scored his big chance. The other did not. So all in all, Ecuador played their game. As I said before, this is not two position based team. What Ecuador is to play and transition play faster and quicker. Created a few opportunities. They scored an offside goal. Then Ener Valencia was taken down in the box, which a penalty scored, and then a brilliant header by Ener Valencia. So there you have it. 2 goals to Qatar. Sorry, to Ecuador. 0 goals to Qatar. So Ecuador has opened up their account at the top of the group. I've opened their account at the top of the group. So guys, there you have it. Um, I'm your host. I was your host, CC from CC Sports Lab. This was Coach's Desk. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, comment, tell a friend, tell a friend. Much more exciting matches to come. We have the Brazilians, we have the Portuguese, we have the Argentines. So I can give you the fixtures for tomorrow. So for tomorrow, we have. Let me tell you what we have tomorrow on the agenda. So for tomorrow, you have England playing Iran at 8 a.m. in the morning. A lot of you guys will be at work. And then you have Senegal versus Netherlands, which is at 11 a.m. And then you have the USA playing Wales at 2 p.m. So that's the evening game. The USA versus the Welsh at 2 p.m. tomorrow evening. So, gentle people, that is it for now. Until next time. Understand? Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, or give our reviews. So you can give your views and leave your views in the comment section. Leave your views here in the chat section. Tell us what you think about the game. Or what's your thoughts on the game right now. So leave your thoughts in the comment section and anything to tell us what you thought about the first game and the World Cup so far, and the fact that some of the finishes top into the group. Ecuador finishes atop in the group. Yeah, so USA versus Gareth Bale. No man, you have Ramsey playing as well. You have Ramsey playing as well. So it's not necessarily USA alone, right? Yeah, you have Ramsey playing as well. So yeah, man, guys. Ener Valencia, top of the goal scoring chart, 2 goals to the good. Um, Ecuador top in their zone so far. Qatar not looking very good at all. Look like they're going to be the beaten stick of this group. So it's 2 goals to the good for Ecuador. Uh, you know, let's see. So who has Ecuador going through in their group? So whosoever have Ecuador, I still have Senegal, but Ecuador looks like a good outfit. Like they can string together something. But as I said, everybody's going to beat Qatar. So if everybody is going to beat Qatar, that means it's going to come down to like the games between Ecuador and Senegal and Ecuador. And that's the game I think that it will come down to. Ecuador versus Senegal. So that's it from us, guys. My name, see, this was CC from this was CC, and this was Coach's Desk. Just remember to like, subscribe, and like, share, subscribe, and tell a friend, tell a friend. Much more exciting matches to come, much more analysis, and much more group panel discussions to come going into the World Cup, leading up into the big games and the big nations, key players, the Neymars and the Messis and the Mbappes of this world, the Leon Goretzka, the Musialas, all of those young players, the Pedris, the Gavis. I was your OCC, and here's what we say: style and flavor. Yeah, coach, ready for the style and flavor. Eagle Republic, big up yourself. Outer East, big up yourself. Travis Pessoa, big up yourself. You see me, Wall Massive. You know, Fresh God, big up yourself. Claude Murphy, big up yourself. Tanisha, big up yourself. Yeah, man, them solid, my boss. Big up on yourself. Man himself just arrived, you know. Yeah, man, big up on yourself, people. Have a blessed Sunday, you know. Go and go eat up on the rice and peas and, you know. Wait for tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock when you see the English running out.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.